That's definitely right on par with what all of us need to be understanding, that we have to secure ourselves and also be able to have the right security for any type of cyber threats or any type of tech threats that will be coming in the near future. And so, Sameer, before we let you go, just in talking about let's talk about blockchain and also when it comes to Bitcoin. You and I were talking a little bit about that when we were in Bangkok at our lodging that we all were staying at. But when it comes to blockchain and also Bitcoin, I don't know if you heard recently that President Trump, he just released a meme coin that he's looking, of course, to run up the numbers in the US right now. And everyone has been talking about blockchain since 2019, 2020. But where do you see the future going for big countries like India, like the United States of the continent, and also with China, and even with places like Singapore and Malaysia that we just spoke on? Where do you see blockchain going as a main form of payment and exchange with the currency? And then also, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin taking over the usage of dollars?
Yeah, thank you, Julian. Before jumping to this question, I would like to add something because in the beginning, when we mentioned what would be the context of this podcast, then I mentioned that I will also be sharing certain tips as to how you can travel the world. So currently, I'm traveling the world, like through representing different organizations as a speaker, as a panelist, and through that, I can easily travel the world. And so far, I've traveled to Switzerland, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Germany, Bangkok, and many more will be there. But to give you a brief about how you can travel, you can apply for fellowships, you can apply for research grants, and you can, depending on the knowledge or the repository which you possess, you can definitely be a speaker, and through that, it's one area wherein you can travel free of cost. Now, coming to the question which you were asking, what's the future of the blockchain? Way back in 2022, I believe, yeah, I did a research on the blockchain part, or more specifically the NFT part, non-fungible tokens, and I realized that some of the countries like UAE, they are very proactive in promoting Bitcoins or NFTs, and they even, in fact, established certain authorities. ADHD is one such authority in Dubai, which manages the usage of the NFTs and whether licenses needs to be taken for the organizations which are working in this field. But in India, currently the law is very silent, but on the other hand, when it comes to the taxation part, if any income you are earning from Bitcoin, it's taxable at the rate of 30%. But it means that the usage is not prohibit, or the operation is not prohibit. But if you are earning the income from out of that, you need to disclose it to the authorities and you need to pay 30% tax. Coming on the part whether what is the future of this space, I believe the economy currently is in a very fragile position. And the way Bitcoin is innovating this landscape, it's helping the community players as well as the developers to, to bring something innovative to the table. And as soon as this technology or this instrument will be able to innovate, I believe the future will be bright. And if we see any stagnant growth within this sector, then I believe the government will accordingly respond to these situations. So it totally depends on economy to economy, because all the economies are not same and all the economies don't have the same objective for which they are currently working. So uh, if we talk about India, then it's taxable, but they are letting it to innovate till the extent you are not harming the privacy and the security of any other person. Over to you now.
Absolutely. And so you've heard it first from Sameer. You have to be educating or even re-educating yourself about the blockchain and also about, of course, Bitcoin. Y'all know we talk about different forms of payment systems, especially, which is one of the main reasons we've traveled all over the globe to see how different countries are managing their payment and currency exchange. and each country is completely different, as you heard Sameer say. All right, y'all. We're going to do just a quick wrap up for some final jewels for today's episode. You just heard from Sameer. He was dropping a ton of wisdom on how you need to prepare for the future, especially with the cyber tech industry. You hear about it, but until it hits your home, until you hear that something is affecting your pockets and you can't access your finances or your banking system, then you're not really taking it serious. But just as we see a lot of catastrophes happening all around the world this year, from fires to storms to hurricanes, earthquakes, all the things that you can possibly think of are going to occur this year, but you need to be getting ahead of how to make sure your financial future is secure, and also how are you preparing you and your family for any of the floods, the rains, the storms, the fires, or even the hurricanes that may come. And so we always believe that debt-free is the way to live fully and truly free from the matrix, and also how you can live your dreams and allow your dreams to become a reality by traveling the world. And so follow us on this journey. If you've enjoyed today's episode, you can feel free to stay in touch with myself and also our team by going to www.smartjewelz, Jewelz, enterprises.org. That's smartjewelzenterprises. Or you can follow me on LinkedIn and also on YouTube at King Jewelz Speaks or at Julian Smartrimple. But you definitely want to track with us to sign up for any of our resources. We have financial coaching services that we offer. We have online courses. We have events, conferences, and also different trips that we take for solo and also group trips, who are individuals wanting to travel the world and be around other content creators and entrepreneurs who are looking to be debt-free and to also have a FIRE movement to retire early. So track with us. If you've been following my journey for any length of time, you know I'm all about teaching financial wellness, health and wellness, and most importantly, personal transformation. And so we are wanting to transform our finances this year, but you have to do your part and also connect with us and our services that we offer, and stay tuned for the next episode. I'm King Jewelz signing off for our special episode that we just were able to launch today with Sameer Gahlot, who dropped a ton of jewels on how you need to be informed about FinTech, and FinTech is the future. And so we'll see y'all next episode. Y'all stay hydrated, stay blessed, shine bright like the bright diamond jewel you've been created to be. And until we meet again, peace, y'all.